Hello everyone, and welcome to the British Grand Prix. So it is of course career mode then, my home Grand Prix Silverstone of course. Not a circuit I enjoy too much, but it's my home Grand Prix nonetheless. Force Indy then, as I said, career mode. So I'll start from the very back of the grid as per usual. Teammate challenge, he has not outraced me once of course because of that horrific last race. Race strategy then, going to start on primes as I'm starting from the back. I want to try and gain an advantage. I have practiced in this race, staying cautious. I'll probably put early on that, but leave that there for now. Also done a setup, so I should be more competitive. 1-1 wings, 47.53 high standard, 11-1 balance, 1-1 11-11 suspension, gear ratios about there. Some people have been asking about gear ratios. The reason I have them like that is that's whatever I use in the league race. I just use my league setup. Sometimes tweak it a little bit for the Force India, but often it just stays like that. So gearbox doesn't really make a difference in this game in terms of speed. Still on the engine, I changed to for Valencia and full left camber, full right toe. So here we go then. So as I said, started from the very back of the grid once again. And unfortunately, because the video was cut off, of course, the last video. Sorry about that. I'll try and never do that again. It's easy to do though. Use Premiere Pro. It's so easy to do. But yes, Mark Webber's actually now joint second with Lewis Hamilton. I think they're both about 4 points or so, 3 or 4 points off me. Not a lot. You can see there, unfortunately, he's on pole. And there's my teammate Aresta. And there's me right at the back. So I just try and beat both of them this race. I think it's unlikely with Mark Webber on pole, but I'll give it my best shot. Just to try and get these past these back markers first and foremost. Vern in 21st there. Horrific qualifying for him. 4 lights now, 5 lights. And they're out then, so we're going straight to its mixture as per usual. Did a pretty good job minimising wheel spin today. Going to beat Asteros. Going to squeeze through this tiny little gap. And I don't really want to be up the inside here, but I'm going to look at it anyway. Here we go then. We're on the outside now. I'm going to dive at the inside. No, I'm not. Whoa. Wow. Massive break early. Whoa. Straight through the middle. I have to leave room now, though. They're very wide over there. Bit of curves now to get me up alongside this guy. And Kobash is going very slow. Use the rest of my curves now. Hopefully get past a couple of cars here. They never quite use all the track for some reason. Where's the braking point? Whoa. Had a front wing go there. Whoa. Don't want to be inside this guy, but I'll take it. Just give it to me. Grosjean. Try going the outside of him now. This probably isn't going to be that successful. No, there he goes. Another car's going to come through. Oh, push him through. Rosberg there, being very aggressive, but he got the move done. There's something beside his car there. Looks like a shadow. So I'm not going to do the same to him. He's going to probably run wide. No, he's not. But he did lose a bit of time. Oh, going right over to me. He's been very aggressive today. And that's me through now, though. P6 then. Good start. It's fairly aggressive, but of course you have to be. And these starting from the back races. Going to keep on rich for a minute, see if I can pull away a bit from Rosberg. Who's there? My teammates behind me now then. P6 is good. I don't think I've ever taken Hamilton or Webber yet. But solid points already looking at. P6. Oh, right out wide. Don't want to be that wide. Rosberg's squeezing on me a little bit. So just about managed to get slowed down for that last corner. Oh, run wide though in this corner. It's my apex a little bit. Still pull away from Rosberg a little bit.
We expect it to stay dry for the whole race.
2.7 to Rosberg, 2.3 to Perez ahead though. As they all separate out a bit unfortunately, and he's trying to push now to catch them up. I think I will have their pace, having got a proper setup on the car this race. And very wide, there's lots of understeer in this car, especially low speed. Look at that, just no grip. Rosberg's right behind me now. He has to use a bit of curves to defend. So I think I managed to keep him at bay for now. I'm going to go to standard until the next straight. So we're going a bit deep. Just about managed to pull it back into the apex, but I've run almost on the grass there. Oh, run wide. No, that's going to be Rosberg's right on me. Going to go to Rich now for this straight, because otherwise he's going to be past me. No, he's not coming. So I've almost nailed that. It's best to not get on the grass like I did, but I did. And that's that. Stick and stick for there now. Oh, run a bit wide there. Got a bit of oversteer on the curb. Bit of a slide, more than oversteer. I'm going to go to Rich as well. Used all my curves. Hopefully get just outside of DRS on Rosberg. That'd be good. 2.9 to Perez now. So they're all spreading out a bit in front of me. That's not what I need. I need to try and catch them up now. Oh, can't quite get it so down for the apex once again. Let's push wide in this corner. Hopefully, I've kept Rosberg just outside 1 second though. 2.7 now to Perez ahead. I do my personal best, of course, but not of the race. About to see who that's going to be. Mine was a 36.4. As I should keep Rosberg out of my DRS zone though. I'm going to stay on Rich for a minute till the end of this next straight. Hopefully Rosberg didn't get DRS. Would have been quite close though, he's quite close to me now. I have my curves anyway. Oh, nobody got a faster start. What's going on there? Did I just miss it? Oh, brake too late there. Just thought I should bring it in again though. 1.4 now to Rosberg if he didn't get DRS. I should go 2/10 up first sector. Which is good. Stick on Rich for now, just to keep that gap to Rosberg. No, no, I'm going to have to go to standard. I want to save some fuel when I'm on options at the end. Of course, I'm on primes at the moment. They're on options. It's looking pretty good. But there are a little bit of a gap ahead, which is not good. I'll cut the corner a bit. Needs to try and not do that. Not so much. There we go then. Rest of my curves. Going to go Rich for this straight as well. Rosberg's a little way back now. 0.3, 2.7 still to Perez. Just stand up at the final sector. Back to third, try and force the car to turn in, slow it down a bit without touching the brakes, and they are bunched up a bit now ahead, which is definitely good. On the final sector now then, Rosberg's the same distance actually, it looks like. 2.6 now, 0.4, so I did get a tiny bit extra on them there. Rosberg should be too far back. Braking quite late anyway, just in case. That line is just there at the end of the braking zone for DRS detection. Let's run wide. When you start running wide in this car, there's no bringing it back. It's a nightmare, there's no front end on it. I need a more pointy car, I like a pointy car. Much like Hamilton actually. I like to turn it in and it to go there. 2.8 now to Perez. I've lost time first sector. Lost time to myself as well. Pretty good. That last corner though. Could have got a better exit, but it wasn't too bad. Come through this very, very fast corner. Oh, I've turned in way too early for that. Just about got away a bit, but it was not an ideal corner. So they had to turn out again. Oh, and once again, turning too early. But grass on my tyres going to slow me down that last corner. Compromise me in that from my racing line that last corner there. Rich mixture. Occurs. 2.2 now 2.8, so I definitely lost time here. Let 10th on myself. I'm having to flip between the fuel mixtures because I don't want to use too much fuel.
Okay, you're lapping faster in sector 3. Use that advantage to pass the car.
It's better. Last couple of corners there. Comes the line now. I might even be up on myself. I'm indeed. Much better final sector there. 0.6 now to Rosberg. It's much more fun when I've got a proper setup on because I'm actually on their pace just about though. It's not like I'm beating them by miles. I'm just about on their pace if I push. Exactly how the game should be really. This is the level the AI should be on. But of course I'm in a much slower car really. And Rosberg behind for sure. Perez ahead. Probably similar car. His is probably a bit better. Of course the McLarens and whatnot. I should be miles off them, but presumably there's a Red Bull or someone leading the race, so I'm pretty close to that guy's pace. So at 5 then, well, I'll be pitting soon. I like to pit very early and the tyres aren't really worn, so I will pit whenever they pit around me, I think. Or shall I pit this lap? I think I'll pit this lap, to be honest. That wasn't a great racing line through there. Rich now then, for a minute, down this straight. So, do I pit this lap? It's quite early, but no, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to pit. Oh, they're holding each other up there in front. Beautiful for me. As they are pitting. As, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know why they're going so slow. I was thinking it's going to stop me in a minute, it's going to stop me in a minute. And next thing I know, I'm hitting Vettel. But there we go. Hopefully he doesn't hold me up. No, he doesn't. Hopefully I don't get held up on the exit. Shouldn't do, should be alright. They didn't reselect my tyres. Luckily they've given me the right ones. Sometimes they don't. Go, let's go, go, go. Hey, we're out. Ahead of Caterham. Oh, that's neither here nor there. Looks like my jump. Vettel, there he is behind, so we must get held up. And now Schumacher ahead by the looks of it. I'm going to go to standard. There's no one in the pit exit that's going to challenge me. On the track rather, that's going to challenge me. So I'm going to just standard for a minute until my tyres are warmed up.
You have no more scheduled pit stops.
So how much grip are these tyres going to give me then? Hopefully they give me better grip. Whoa, they do give me better grip.
The car ahead is running on the prime tyre.
Definitely give me better grip. Come on. Okay, go to Rich now. Try and push. See if I can overtake another couple of cars. Schumacher's quite a way ahead though. Hopefully I'll have the better tyres. 2.4 seconds. For all I know, he could be leading the race. Well, like I said, all I need to do is beat Webber and Hamilton. Really, that's my main goals. P9, but of course, people are yet to pit ahead. Yes, he's definitely got more grip. I should now. I'm going to start reading Schumacher in. He does look closer than he already. Oh, look at that. That's compromised me badly having to turn out there, but probably would have cost him more time to jump over that curb. Here we go then. 1.2 it's down to already. So I'm going to get DRS on him. Getting loads in the middle sector there. So this win is on the cards, I reckon. Schumacher was up there. I don't know if he was in the lead, but he was up there for sure. They're in the pits now. As he's probably going to be in the DRS zone, looks like he is. DRS range. Stick to Rich for a minute. Definitely. No, I'm going to go to standard now. I'm going to overtake him. Ah, I've got to go for it. Too close to him. Sorry, Schumacher. Oh, everyone's come out of the pits now then. That means I hopefully should get DRS anyway. Hamilton ahead and probably Webber in front of him. Look for the win. So the championship contenders are the top three. Everyone real wide there. Hopefully get DRS. I have indeed. Use too much curves. Going to try and save it. Since Hamilton's got DRS as well. Stick on Rich for now then. Oh, Hamilton's back very early. I've directly inside of him and I've made it stick. Did not expect that to happen. But they've of course just come out of the pits. Cold prime tyres. I've got warm option tyres. You would expect me to have advantage. So P2 then, I'm ahead of Hamilton. Webber's also a title contender though. Look at this. He must be on standard fuel, I think. He's struggling like mad. I'm going to go for him now. Up his inside. When he's backed out of it. If I can get this corner done. Just about. I'm in P1 then. From the lead of the race. The very back of the grid. Go to standard now then. His tyres must be a big difference. I do recall from the league race that in Silverstone there was a big difference between the option and prime. I'm going to stick to standard for a minute then. I'm going to go to Rich. Might as well try and pull away. Especially while I've got a purple. I hope his tyres don't run out for the end of the race now, but I think it should be alright. There's a big gap. Yeah, look at that gap. So the pace was similar in the first stint, but that's because I was on very slow tyres apparently. I didn't realise they were that slow. Look at that. That's one lap. I was behind them at the start of that lap. And I've done a fastest lap and I'm ahead of them. 2.8 seconds. Let's see if they start reeling me in now though. I can start taking that last score in 6th now as well with this extra grip available to me. Oh, should have done the first bit early there. Rear end stepped out a little bit. So we're running wide here again. Come on, turn, turn. Right out on the grass. I was on miles ahead of him still. Go stand up this lap now I think. Save my Rich for the next lap. I'm going to go for another fastest lap of the race. Probably won't be able to do it without DRS, but it's not going to stop me trying. I did have to overtake a couple of cars of course. Half a second down first sector alone. That's because I didn't have DRS and also because I made that mistake. I went wide there. 2.8 still, so looks like there was only a first lap advantage, so I did need to capitalise, which is exactly what I did. I think he must have been on lean or something though. That was ridiculous amounts I was gaining them on the straight, wasn't it? Same with Schumacher actually. Seems to be gaining loads on the straights all of a sudden. Just the forcing it isn't always the best at. I think I can almost full throttle that one now as well. So here we go then. Got a bit of curves left. Oh, lots of curves left. I'm going to save a bit of it for the start finish straight. We're going to go for the fastest lap. Equal my middle sector time with the last lap. 3.5 now to the guys behind. So I definitely got a pace advantage. I'll wait at 13 then. Still plenty left to go. Still plenty of time to make mistakes. Going to Rich now then. Get a good run through to this final lap. Almost like a quality lap. Use my curves. Here we go then. Go for a fastest lap now then, despite having curves on my current fastest lap. Just going to ease out of there. Okay, full throttle that now, I reckon. That's definitely a lot of time to be gained there. Braking very late first corner. Taking a bit too much speed because you scrub it off on the apex. Brake a bit early for this corner so I can get to the apex. Look at that, beautiful. Hard on the throttle next, use a bit of the curb. Curves now then. I tend to use about half-ish. And the end of the first sector's coming up then, hopefully I'm purple, but I'll be surprised. I am indeed purple, wow. And run very wide there. Need to bring it back in for the exit, which is not what I've done. I was behind by 5 seconds now, wow. So I'm just going to push, make sure that gap's nice and big so there's no chance of him catching me. Oh, that's a 6th gear corner now as well. Wow, these options give so much more grip. So much more grip. I'm going to try and full throttle this corner now. Easy. Down to 5th this one. Down to 3rd for this one. Oh, run a bit wide. Got away with it though. The rest of my curves now. Down this straight. I'm still purple 1.3 of my previous, but that wasn't my fastest. I think I'm quite up though. I'm below 34, I think. And there we go, full throttle on the exit then now. Go for early as you can on that. Brake very hard there. I'll brake too late. Compromise both of those corners. He's trying to compromise the first corner a bit to get a better exit at the second corner. Still gone purple, 33.9. Gonna go for another one now though. Full throttle this first corner, let's see if it works out. It does. Oh, just about. I'm gonna have one more lap with Rich. So I've got to slow down a bit earlier. That corner means I can get on the throttle a bit earlier, get a bit of mid-corner speed. Better. So I've gone a bit too much inside there, clock the curb. It's cost me time. So use about half my curves then for the exit there. Still Rob and Hamilton just behind me, but I'm going to beat them by the looks of it. Not actually 10th down there, first sector. Wasn't a great one, was it? It's not going to stop me though. It's run a bit wide here, but not too bad. Not as bad as last lap. Oh, going to run wide now though.
Keep pushing.
Too bad. Bit of curves next exit. 7 seconds. Wow. Such a difference with these tyres. Go for 6th. Oh, I've turned in a bit late though. It's going to push me wide. There it goes. Got away with it. I'm going to go full throttle this first corner now. Easy. Down to 5th. Turning nicely. Down to 3rd. Get on the curb bit. Throttle as early as you can. Use a bit of the grass. And then the curb when it comes. Rest of your curves. And pretty much in the same time, middle sector. See if I can get it back though. Final sector. It's not impossible. Oh, I'll brake too early there though for sure. Oh, that's going to push it wide as well. Pretty average last corner. Got to slow down a bit better though. Oh, bit of a slide there on the direction change. I don't know if you can even pick these things up when you watch it, but I can feel it both visually and through the wheel. I'm going to go standard now, save the fuel for the end. Oh, run a bit wide. But yeah, it's like if you've got a road car with a really soft suspension, when you try and quickly turn, it just flops from one side to the other. And F1 car, of course, does do that, but to a very, very small extent because of such hard suspension. And there, the weight just flopped from one side to the car, and it made the wheels slide just a little bit, and I felt it. Didn't really cost me too much time though. Probably cost me a 1/4 or something stupid. Not a lot. And there we go. Just wind it down now then. Like I say, I'm on standard. 11 and 13. Plenty of gap behind. I haven't actually seen the gap. Missed it there. Looks like it's about 10 seconds. Something ridiculous. Oh, run wide. That's a slightly better corner. The racing line wasn't great, but the speed was better. Now, coming through the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Rest of my curves in the exit. What's the gap going to be? I have to wait for them to come through, of course. 8/10 down on previous, of course, having lost Rich mixture. Also having a fairly average lap. Use 3rd gear there. You wouldn't want to accelerate in 3rd, it's too short, but you used oh, missed the gap there. I think it's just under 10 seconds. Yeah, you wouldn't want to accelerate in 3rd in that corner, but use it to slow the car down a bit and help it turn in. The lower gear, the more the car will turn within reason, unless you've got such low gear that you're locking the wheels. There's that corner, so you can run wide, but there's a little dip just before the grass that brings the car back. I missed the gap again. unfortunately with this game, the OSD. The gap disappears after 10 seconds. So if they're 9.5 seconds, you get half a second to look at the thing. And if they're over 10 seconds, you get the time for another 10 seconds or something. It's a bit silly, but there we go. I guess it's to protect against the next gap, I don't know. A couple of hundreds down on my previous lap then, that's consistency for you. And 9.5, managed to catch it that time. So just under 10 seconds. So I'll see if I can get over 10, but probably not going to do it all that well. Because I haven't really got much rich left. So I ran a bit wide there again. So P1 then. I think it's my first win in a couple of races, isn't it? Silverstone isn't even one of my favourites. I think it's Valencia next, is it? Valencia is one of my favourites. Oh no, we just had Valencia. What one about? What's next? Germany? I think Germany's next. I'm going to go with Germany. Quite like Germany as well. Not as much as Valencia. It's not my track at all. Of course, I messed up in the league race there. I've got 8 now to Webber. I messed up. Well, I didn't really mess up. I got taken out the first corner there in the league race. After feeling really strong and feeling I can get the win. Despite the changing weather. And then, of course, in career mode as well. Schumacher got in my way. And I lost my front wing. So I managed to go 2 tenths up then. On that last lap. Oh, turning a bit early. Going to cut the corner. You can't really afford to turn out too much in that corner. You wind it right out in the grass. It should be just over 10 seconds. It is indeed 10.3 seconds now to Webber. Going to go rich in to make sure I've got no fuel left in the tank. That was another question someone asked me recently. Do you use all the fuel in a race or do you leave some spare? Always use all of it. Even if you don't want to. Like now, don't really need the speed. But it's there. Might as well use it. Give me a free couple of tenths. Because it's free time, isn't it? Not only if you say you have 5 laps of the fuel at the end, it's extra weight. You've not only lost because you haven't gone to rich enough, so you haven't gained the power associated with it, but you've also got a heavier car, so it's slower on the corner, so it's double punishment. So always use all your fuel, even if you don't want it. Tyres are quite worn now, but they're not too bad. And luckily, tyre scaling is back next year, isn't it? F1 2013. Really looking forward to that. A bit disappointed they dropped tyre scaling for this. I understand the reasons behind it, so that you always know how long a tyre will last. So an option tyre at Silverstone will always last the same amount of time. But definitely better that it's back. We're going to -1 now then. Hopefully change now, more throttle. Hasn't quite done it, I'm going to go to rich. As I come off the throttle in this corner. That should bring me back, hopefully to optimal just before the line. There it is. Standard now for the run to the line. I'm not going to go back to rich. Dean. I feel just before the end there, but there we go then. P1, a win in a Force India. Paul Rest was 10th there, so not a great race for him once again. At least a point though. So definitely having that set up helped, but also those tyres. The option tyres gave so much grip. So I did well to keep with the AI, didn't I? In the first stint, I would say. Since they're on primes, they were on option tyres on primes. But then as soon as I bottled on the options, goodbye. 8.5 wasn't into Webber then. Don't know why that went down by now. I think the gap cannot be as accurate as this gap here in race. Something like that. But there we go. There's my 2 championship contenders. 2 and 3. I beat them, which is good. Fastest lap there. Absolutely thrashing them well over a second. Let's have a look then at the Drivers' Championship. So there we go then. Mark Webber is now in P2. 10 points back from me. So it's still a very, very slim margin. Hamilton just 13 points back from me. So either of those two could very easily take it off from me. I mean, a race win. If I come second and say Webber wins, he'll be 3 points behind me, so 7 points extra you get. It's not much. We're going to have a look at constructors. Force India then P3. 66 points back from Red Bull now. That's unlikely, isn't it? I think we might be able to hold on to P3 if we're lucky, but that'll be about it. So that's about it for this video then. I'm going to try and rattle these out as much as I can, as I keep saying, before the launch of F1 2013. And fingers crossed we can get the season done. And fingers crossed I can be a 2-time world champion in F1 2012. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.